Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we love to grow together. Welcome to the exciting world of gardening. Whether you have a spacious backyard or just a small balcony, gardening can be a rewarding experience that reconnects you with nature. To help you get started, we want to just continue to watch and look at what happened in my garden for 2023. I am going to give you a garden review from July through to September, and you'll see the garden evolve. If you ever experienced a beautiful garden space, recalling those special times in the garden will inspire you to try and create a garden too. Be intentional in your garden. Decide what you want, where you want it, and why you want it there. And then go ahead and plant it. Make it happen. Create your own beautiful garden. As you experience this journey with me as I go back and reflect on what happened in my garden in 2023, I hope that it will inspire you to explore new and different things for 2024. Let us be intentional. Let us design beautiful gardens that we want to walk in and to sit in and to enjoy. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, this is the first Sunday in July, and the garden is looking full and lush and spectacular. And like a lot of people around the country, we are receiving rain, a lot of rain, which is so beautiful because it just causes everything to awaken and to grow. And I'm really pleased with how my impatiens are looking here. They're looking lush and full. The variegated grass is just taking over. It's a beast, but it's just standing tall and pretty right now because it's full of moisture, so that it's not flopping over. And then I planted in my zinnias that are growing along with the purple perella, looking very pretty, as well as with the apple mint, which is growing tall and will flower. And then I love how the center piece is looking here, this container filled with annuals. It's filled with beautiful annuals, petunias, coleuses, and it also has one of those proven winner petunias called yellow cello right there, which is doing pretty good here in this container. So it's nice and full here in the bed. And of course bindweed is having its time, but that's okay because soon I will be cutting it back. But in the meantime, I love how my zinnias are growing. They're the giant zinnias that I got from the Dollar Tree seeds, the American seeds. I seeded them in, and now they are growing. And I also have cleome there. It's a small patch, but hopefully it will grow in, which I know it will, and look beautiful. And then I'm really loving this corner here with these containers here of annuals, and also my Alaskan My Alaskan nasturtium is looking really, really good here. It is filling up. It's looking really good. And I do love the bishop's weed that is grown in here, as well as the arborvitaes. They're looking so healthy and good. I just love how it's growing tall, and over the years it's just getting bigger and bigger, taller and taller, and looking so beautiful. Now in this container, the coleus are filling out. And helping to bring attention to this corner. I ended up filling this container with some more coleus. In it originally was the cannas from last year. I tried to see if I could overwinter the cannas, but it didn't work. So I was able to put in some more coleus. But look at the beautiful nasturtium here. I love this variegated nasturtium. It's beautiful. And right now that color of the nasturtium goes so well with the daylilies that are now blooming. I don't know if you could see them in the distance there, but my daylilies are blooming, and so that just adds some more color to the garden. This bed is also filling out nicely. I just love how it looks here, and my zinnias are getting larger, and they are about to flower. They're starting to show the flower heads, the buds coming up, which is really nice, along with how the cosmos, which are thickening up. And I also planted here a 4 o'clock. Now I hear some people love 4 o'clocks and some people don't, but I think that I want to have it here, and if it starts to spread in the garden, fine, I would love that. And then I have the cleome here that's growing up nice and firm. I just love it. So I really love how this bed is materializing and just showing up here. And then we're waiting anxiously for the Casablanca lilies to open for July. Look at the buds, and it's so tall. They've really grown tall this year. I love this. It's amazing how this one, or actually two, beautiful hydrangea, mophead hydrangea flower has opened up here. And I love this color. This is supposed to be Nico blue, but it has a purpley tinge, more so than just blue this year. And because of the cold snap, it didn't this shrub hasn't done like it's done in the past, in that it's not all covered with blossoms. But that's okay. It's still beautiful here. Looking good in the garden. Adding the blue. I'm so impressed at how this garden vegetable patch is growing. It seems like in just the last 2 days it just took on some major growth, especially the tomatoes here. Those are big boy tomatoes. And then the cucumbers here are climbing up, which I'm so glad I stringed them up, and they are following the pattern, which is good. My husband planted some more cucumber seeds down here, and they too are starting to gained their first leaves, their second leaves actually, their real true leaves, and looking very, very nice. And the squash is starting to spread, and it's amazing. We're going to have to figure out where they're going to go and how they're going to trail and kind of guide them along the way. But it's good to see the progress here. Well, my urban cottage garden, that's what this is. This area has always represented that urban cottage garden feel. And I planted squash here at the base, and they are filled out, looking so pretty. I just love their leaves, and they're expanding. And I use the shrubs as a trellis for them. It just keeps the squash very healthy, actually, because they're up off the ground. And so I'm glad that they're growing well there and that they're happy. Also, in this bed, I kind of packed it with plants, and now they're really filling out. You can see the nasturtium here in the front, just filling out here, and then we have here the drumstick alliums that are opening up and showing their little purple heads there. And we have some zinnias here. These are small baby-like zinnias. And they're starting to open up too and to flower. I am so impressed with the fact that my eggplants are flowering. That means that we will have eggplants coming up, and they look so good. They really expanded in such a short time here. And I planted also my marigolds, and they're flowering as well. Look at that. That's my first marigold down in there. You can see that. And the nasturtium flower. What I want to show you here, this is my dragon head balm, and it is a tea. It's good for teas. It's an herb. It's good for teas, but it also is flowering. Check out that beautiful purple flower. That's nice to see. And then look at the sunflower. I love this sunflower because it seems to have multiple flowers. It's not going to just be one large sunflower, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different shoots that seem to want to have a sunflower head, which is beautiful. And then I have my California poppies. They have been just beautiful here in the garden, and they're back from last year. They look so good. And then I have my purple perilla adding some color along with the geraniums. And then this is from seed from last year. I saved the seeds of this. I think this is calendria. And you can tell me in the comment section if that's right. But look at that flower, the color, and that with the purple perilla, how they just looked great together along with the leaves. And then we have the bachelor's button that are there, and with bringing in the blue. And I'm pleased to say that my bee balm here is starting to gain some color. The flower, the bee balm. Yeah, check that out. So soon we will see just the bee balm here You can see that, and that beautiful color of the bee balm will be in the garden. And also, I'm so excited about this Chasta daisies. I love the simplicity. I love the whiteness, the beautiful yellow centers, and the fact that I grew them from seed. These are my Chasta daisies that I grew, my original Chasta daisies from seed. I used the American seeds from the Dollar Tree and started it from seed, and look at that. The yellow center of the Chasta daisy is picked up by the yellow from the California poppies. Just beautiful. So things are growing in this bed, and I just love it. I am just excited because I know what is to come, that a lot of things are starting to develop. If you can see here, that is coneflower that I had grown from seed a while back, and they returned. It used to be more, but at least they're there. They're going to show up, which is really beautiful. Yeah, so I'm just very excited about what's happening in Catherine's garden at home, where we grow, 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 grow together. In this section, I'm growing the peppers, and they're getting larger, which is beautiful, along with some squash that's there. And I also have some vinca flowers. They're growing well. And so this is my pepper bed. And this area produces a lot of great peppers. I have my jalapeno peppers, which is starting to form over here. You can see one right there. So that is very exciting to see the progress here in this front bed. But look at this. This is my zucchini, and they are starting to flower. I see the male and the female flowers. And soon I will have a lot of zucchini, because check out the massive appearance. I think these are 2 plants here in the zucchini. And they are growing. It's just really beautiful. I love the zucchini plant. And the flower. Check out this flower. Isn't it pretty? The plant, as I said, is massive. And then I have here some annuals. Just put this together with the pot, and I'm looking forward to seeing them grow and sprawl out and grow tall. I have a few peppers here in the front as well. And so it's petunias, vincas, and then here I have the sun patience that I got from Costco. And it looked like it was dying out. but now it's coming back, and very pretty. I also put here in the corner my dianthus, and just trying something new here in the front, and these two pots. I'm hoping that they will just color this area really well, and they have a beautiful carnation smell. They will add some scent as well. As people walk up to the front entrance, that they will be greeted with a beautiful scent. But I do love how this area has turned out, and I'm looking forward to some really great color and some zucchinis. Well, it is the time for the hostas to flower. And so now you see hostas all around, and they are showing their little heads. Soon we'll have purple flowers. Will be overtaken by the hosta flowers in the purple. And then here we have the flower borders. And everything is just growing so well here. In this section, you can see the elephant ears. I've shown it a lot because it just keeps changing so quickly. My Pinkabell rose has really filled out nicely. The begonias, salmon begonias look great. And of course now is the time for the daylilies. Look at that. When they're opened up, it's just phenomenal. And things are just, they still be here. I'm looking forward to the phlox opening. My roses are finished, but there's so much color here. I'm going to have to go through and deadhead those roses. Oh wow, look at this, my cosmos. Pretty color. And this one. Yes, there's so much beauty here. I'm going to do a video of just this again, and so you can see the transformation and the different things that are happening in this part of the garden. I'm so impressed with my Love Lies Bleeding. The roses with the forget-me-nots. That is so pretty. Everything's just growing so well. It's exciting. And the smells, oh, it's intoxicating. So I have to say, for the beginning of July, the first week in July, first Sunday in July, the garden is looking spectacular, especially this flower border area. And I am so pleased and I'm excited for the flowers that are coming. Check this out. Here is the spirea. Check the tips of it. And look at how it just looks so good with the daylily. The color of the spirea and the daylilies. Isn't that nice? Let me pick one of these so that you can understand what I'm saying. Let me take this one here. Check the inside of that. Isn't that pretty? And then look at that. Wow. Just complements this so nice. And so the spirea is on this side and the daylilies on the other side. So the coloring, and then when you add the purple perilla, and then this other spirea, wow, it's just massive color, just beautiful. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. I am so excited about how the garden is looking right at this moment, and the fact that my summer perennials are coming up. And I thought I had dug out this particular daylily, but a piece of it must have still been there, and it is coming back. I was trying to move it to another location so that it can spread and grow and have more space, but I wasn't successful. But here it is, and isn't it beautiful? I don't know the name of it, I'm sorry, but I just love it. And look at that, my canna. You know what's so special about this canna is that I've had it now for the last 2 years. I saved it, actually bought it from Costco, planted it, it was beautiful. And then I decided to save the canna. And this is the second year, and it is looking so good. I love this color. I feel so blessed this morning, this Sunday morning, to see my canna blooming. And I have another one coming up here as well. Wow, that is fantastic, fantastic. And I have it here in this container. It's getting plenty of light, and also the container holds water so it doesn't dry out. And then also, look at this. I planted this 4 years ago. I bought it from Costco as well. And it is a beautiful oriental lily. I'll have to find out the name of it. If you look at my past videos, you'll see it. And actually, it's one of the first real oriental lilies that I got from Costco, and I know I have a video describing it, so I'll see if I can find and put it in the description. Yeah, one of my old videos. But isn't this pretty? And this is the best that it's ever looked. It's really coming to its own here in the garden. Oh, it's very breezy now. It had just rained, and everything is looking so good. So you can hear the breeze, the wind in the trees. Beautiful. Yeah, and this bed is doing fantastic. The impatiens are growing in, and they're starting to get large and even touching. Look at that. I love that. So we may just get some more impatiens and just fill in the gaps here. And I also have this one. I had it in a different location and I decided to move it up. And it is looking beautiful. It's really responded to this location here. I'm very happy about that. As you can see, the hostas are flowering, and when they are finished, then we are going to cut them back. Now, I just want to show you what happened to my Casablanca lilies. They were so top heavy, and with those thunderstorms, it just knocked them over. It's still pretty cascading down like that, but oh, how I wish it was still standing majestic like this one. But still, they add such a fragrance in the garden, and they're looking very good here with these petunias and impatiens in this bed. The Asian pear tree is doing pretty good there too. And it is about 2 or 3 years old as well. But isn't this cute? I think this came out really, really nice. You know, you have to enjoy each moment in the garden as the season changes. And that's why I really love giving you these tours, because you get to see my garden in its transition as it transitions throughout the season. My apple tree is doing well also over here. It's laden with apples. The only concern that I have is that I don't want the branches to snap. But I'm so pleased to see the apples. That's a good sign. Oh, yeah. I love these lilies. In this bed here, the Casablanca lilies fell over here as well by the extreme pressure from the water, the thunderstorm. But I'm glad that they're almost finished. There's just like a few more buds left on them. So I did enjoy them, and they're still here, just I have to look for them. So you can see that the cleome is now blooming, and I love the color of the cleome. Like right here, check this out. This is so pretty. The allium, the flower from the hosta, isn't that a beautiful color? Along with the purple perella, and now we can add to that the flower of the cleome. This is just looking so pretty. And if I step back, you can see it with the beautiful Casablanca lily, the Oriental lily. Right here I have 4 o'clocks that I planted from seed. And the zinnias now are starting to show their beautiful flowers. It's a lot of color, and I think as the season progresses, we're going to see everything just bursting into more and more life. Now you see that cosmos back there? I transplanted it from a different area, and it looks like it has that it's actually happy here. It survived the transplantation real good. Real well, yeah. So when the Casablanca lilies are finished, I will still have something tall back there. And I also have another lily here that I had from a long time ago, and I just transplanted it back over here. This lily is called the Madonna lily, and it blooms in August. So after these lilies are done, the Madonna lily will be in bloom. The other bed that I am very excited about is the center bed here. And the impatiens are doing well. But check this out. I planted in here the zinnias, and they are starting to flower. And also I had planted this daylily. I love that color, that yellow. And it is coming in. It just started blooming. And then of course it goes so well with the limoncello petunias there that I got from Proven Winners. It's that same kind of yellowy color. I love that. And this is doing well also. The container is doing very well. They look happy and healthy. So we're going to have a nice selection of color here in this bed. I love these colors. This front bed garden is just doing fantastic. I call this my jewel garden, and when you look at both sides of it, it is just blooming and looking so good. I was out here updating and editing and just giving everything a little bit more space and room to grow. And I think that we're going to have a really good showing for August, the end of this month and into August, because everything just has a little bit more space and room. My hibiscus here, I removed some of the bee balm so that I can get air and space. And look at the tresses of this Love Lies Bleeding. I just love the combination here of it with the bee balm. Very pretty. And now you can see that the cleome is starting to open up here. And it's going to just fit in really well with the Love Lies Bleeding Amaranth. I think that's the name of it. It's a beautiful thing. If you have been following me, then you know that I started this fig tree during the winter last year, and now look at it. It is looking so good. I have it in a container, and I'm just really pleased with its growth. I have the other one back here too. There were actually 3 of them, but only 2 of them survived. But that's fine with me. They look so good. Tucked behind here is the Autumn Sedum Joy, and also my other hydrangea from Proven Winners, Limelight. Again, it's a small one, the Petite Limelight hydrangea. I cut this back, the spirea, to give it more space because it was just taking over, and even put some fencing here. But this quickfire is that's the quickfire. But this spirea, this is double play big bang spirea, is definitely a big bang. But still, this is getting enough sun, and I think it will do well, as it continues to grow. It's getting some new growth there, so that's a good thing. Well, this is my new addition to the garden, and it's a rose, Brenda Bell roses, First Lady. I saved the tag so I could tell you what it is. And it bloomed beautifully, and I think that it's going to bloom again. I'm going to have to decide where I'm going to put it. I'm thinking of putting it right here in the garden, but I just wanted to get a little bit bigger. And then over here in this container, I have mountain mint and also hyssop in the other one. And I got those seeds from Rare Seeds. It's part of my tea growing adventure this year, but I decided to put it in pots and let them grow out. The mountain mint is a perennial, but I don't think the hyssop is a perennial. I'm not sure. But anyway, I want to save it and keep it. And this one here, this is also a herb. It's called, with the purple flowers, it's called Dragon Head Balm. And it's growing really well here too. I love those flowers. And then I have here a return of, I think this is my Verbena bavariensia. It's self-seeded, and it's just one. I think I have 2 actually that are self-seeded here. I'm so excited to see that for this year. And then the zinnias. The other thing that I'm excited to see open up is this phlox, the purple phlox. So we'll be looking forward to seeing that. That was a pass-along plant given to me, and I had it in a different part of the garden, and I shifted it and put it over here. I have 2 pieces that I put over here, and they are doing fantastic. Good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow together. Well, I had a really nice discussion with my husband yesterday, and he was the one who gave me this beautiful bouquet of plants. And they look like succulents. They look like sedum. And they're colorful sedum, and we are just enjoying it. And I think that I'm going to be able to plant it and have it come back again, and then hopefully divide it some more and add it to other parts of the garden. But for right at this moment, it is making me so happy because it's added such a burst of color to my deck garden. And this plant, this bowl, came from Lowe's. Yes, Lowe's. So if you're interested in getting something like that to add to your garden, check out Lowe's. They would have it there as a fall planting, and I just love it. So that's what I want to share with you this morning here for the last Sunday. Yes, the last Sunday in this year for the month of August. Could you believe it? Next week we will be beginning September. So let us enjoy all that we can of this month. So what I want to do is take you around and let you see what's happening in the garden. And I just wanted to start with this deck because it's beautiful. And then also, if you notice here, my cinnamon basil is starting to flower, and it looks so beautiful. It's in the pot, and it's just looking really, really good. And what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to get some of the seeds here from it and have it again, or even just order it again from Baker Creek, because that's where I got it from. And it has been really good. I just finished a cup of tea made with the cinnamon basil, with the regular basil. These seeds I got from the Dollar Tree, and with some apple mint and a little spearmint. Just wonderful. It's just fabulous. I'm just feeling good. Yes. So good morning. Good Sunday morning to you. My husband and I have been having a lot of fun finding the pumpkins and things that are in the garden. Like right there's a pumpkin. Over here, that's a patty pan. Yeah, and they're all in throughout the garden. We're just coming across the different fruit, and it is a lot of fun. It's like a scavenger hunt. So as the temperatures begin to cool down and we move more into the fall months, that is something to look forward to. And yes, it's overtaking and overshadowing everything, but I don't know. I think it's just happened to keep things exciting to me in the garden. I'm excited about it. And because the leaves are so fresh, especially in certain parts of the garden, there isn't that black spot. Not black spot, what do they call it? Powdery mildew. It is just fresh. And for this moment in time anyway, I'm enjoying it. And I am also enjoying my canna here. This has been a hit. And I just need to clean out. So, there's a spider. Do you see that spider? hanging out there. But then they also have these seeds. Do you see the seeds? And I know of people saving the seeds and actually starting the canna from seeds. So maybe I can save these seeds and get this canna, have much more of it next year. The other thing is that if I want to multiply the canna, one of the things you can do, of course, is to divide them. When I lift it up and save the canna, the tubers, then next year I can divide it, and instead of just putting the whole thing back, I could divide it, and that's one way that you can expand the canna. But I am just enjoying it, and the canna flower is actually the same color as the squash flower. Do you see that? So it's like carrying on the same coloring. It's just beautiful. But what I have noticed over here is that this aster-like plant has now bloomed here, and also my yellow flowers here that were decimated by some bugs earlier in the season have come back and are now blooming, and they are so beautiful. I'm glad that they returned, because I do look forward to seeing them. Look how pretty they are. And it's going to look good with the white, because you can see that with these other flowers, like aster-like flowers, the yellow and the white together. Now my husband, he came over here and he picked these Asian pears, and he said they were so good. I think these are the ones that are the best. Right here. Yeah. I'm glad he did check them out, because now he'll understand what it's all about. I planted this about 2 or 3 years ago, and it has kind of suffered a little bit. But what I'm hoping is that I will be able to give it, now that he's aware of it, he'll give it more care and help me with it. I am so pleased with my hibiscus, and it seems like not just this hibiscus, but the other ones that I have further up, that the Japanese beetle has really attacked it and its leaves. But I'm so glad that it's still flowering anyway, and I know that it'll come back, because that has happened before. If I had some insecticide, I would spray it, but I should have sprayed it earlier. But the roots are really good, and but it's so pretty. I do love it. I do love it. It's so pretty. So the other thing that I need to do is to get in there and harvest some of these grapes, because this is a grapevine, and it decided to actually develop some grapes in here. Let's see. We could focus this in for you. I don't know if you could see the grapes, but there are grapes in there. And I want to go in and harvest some of the grapes that are in there. That is the next task. But I am enjoying my rose, and they're all opening up right now. It was a rough year for roses, but they're coming out really nice now, and I am enjoying my curly pink rose. So pretty, so pretty. Now here's my fig tree. I just noticed that it's giving fruit here. I don't know if it'll have time to develop, but it's actually fruiting. The fig tree's back. Hopefully it will survive the winter and grow big and tall the way it was before. But there are a lot of branches here, and it's so encouraging. That is so beautiful. Maybe I'll get 1 or 2 figs. Oh, this is nice. What a joy to see. Oh my goodness. Wow. My fig tree's back. My fig tree's back. Yay. My fig tree's back. Right now it's a bush. Like a bush. But yes, that is so good. I do need to come in here and harvest these collard greens. I keep looking at them. I just am enjoying how they look here. And harvest those tomatoes too. Yeah. They look good. Before any of the slugs get them. They've actually been slug free pretty much. I'm enjoying this. Well, my husband came through and he pulled back the wayward Cosmo plants. I kind of like it wild. He's a little more neater, and so I just said, okay, fine. Yeah. So it looks different. He doesn't put it up the way I do. You know, look what he used. Pull this up. Piece of wood. But the good thing is that it let things show forth here. And he stepped all over my strawberry plants, but that's okay too. They'll do fine. But now you get to see what's in this corner a little bit more. And the sedum that's growing here. So what I'm going to do is come through, and I think I'm going to pull this up here. I'll pull it back so that the sedum can get some sun here. And I love the fact that the begonias are looking good here. I love those begonias. And that looks really good. My rose bush is doing good. Hopefully it will flower again. It did flower here. Let me pull this off. This is my Evelyn rose, my David Austin rose. And I think it's going to grow up and look good here. And I hopefully it's more protected and it will do well and make it through the winter season. Yeah. And then I have my oak leaf hydrangea. So the oak leaf hydrangea will grow big, and then we have these yellow flowers too. And this is a perennial. This is a rose bush, so that will be back. The strawberries will be like a ground cover. That will be nice. So I think I have some really nice foundational plants here in this corner. And then of course the sedum is a perennial, as well as the spirea. The other sedum that I have back there, sedum autumn joy, and also the hydrangea. And then all the other stuff, that's the annuals with the zinnias and things. And that's going to look good. Yeah, so I'm excited about this side of the garden and how it's developing with perennials. And, you know, then I'll just add the accent of the zinnias and things here. This corner is what I want to focus in on here right now with you all. And then see, here is the canner again. And that's what I really came up here to show you. That this is another container of that same canna. And the tiger lily, I think is what it's called. And so this was a piece of that tuber that I saved and put in this one. And it didn't grow as big because it was just like pieces of it. So I'm so glad that it's here and I have those two pieces of this canna. Yeah, I love this oak leaf hydrangea, and I'm so glad that it's growing and filling up this space. And my David Austin rose, which is good, spirea and everything else that's in this corner. So something that I really wanted to show you is one. This is my fig tree that I started from a cutting over the summer. And look at it. Look at that. Right in there. It wants to fruit too. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So next year, you know, it will be doing very, very well here. So that's the fig. But the star of the show for right now at this time is this. It's my Rose of Sharon. Oh, isn't this nice? It's the Rose of Sharon shrub. Look at that. Oh, it is so beautiful. It was a gift from my Auntie Kai. She has Rose of Sharon all through her garden. And she gave me this little seedling start, I think it was 2 years ago. And I planted it in here, right here in this spot. I had 2 others. They did not make it, but this one has. And when it first started, I wasn't sure, you know, if it would grow. And this big, man, it must really like this spot. Look at that. And it's growing with the other hibiscus. You see that hibiscus back there? Yeah. So it's growing with the other hibiscus that are there. Look at that. I know it's going to get big, but that's fine. And then I have my sedum here, and then this is another spirea. So this is going to be nice. Now this here, this is amaranth, Love Lies Bleeding. And so this is temporary. Yeah, but it is definitely beautiful. Look at its trusses. But look at that. Oh, I love it. I'm going to go ahead and harvest these jalapeno peppers here in the side garden here. I'm going to have to remember not to touch it with my eyes. But yeah, I'm going to just drop them in here. Because they're getting smothered here. And I do like the jalapenos green because it's not as hot, and maybe that will encourage them to grow some more. Now this here is my basil. Now isn't this beautiful? I need to harvest this basil here, and the basil, this is cinnamon basil, beautiful. So I'm going to harvest some of these leaves here. For cooking, and I think it's still, the time is still good that I should be able, what is this white thing? Have to shake it out. Wash them good, but it's still early so that I can get some more. So let me go ahead. At least I think I'm going to leave this one, see if it can go to seed, but I'll take this one here because this is just beginning. Yeah, so I'm going to let this one go to seed and see if it will self-sow. So I have some other peppers here and here. At least I did. I think my husband harvested them and has been using them. But this is the beautiful color of the basil. Yeah, isn't that pretty? Ooh, I love that. I also grew nasturtium. I'm growing nasturtium here as well, and I love the flowers. Look at that. They are looking really good, and this one as well. Hopefully they may self-seed because they've done that in the past. You see this? This is the seed of the nasturtium. So look at that. These are nasturtium seeds, and they will self-seed. Look at that. So I should come back and gather these seeds because I do love this color. Absolutely beautiful. My nasturtium. This is the other side of the garden in the front, and this is my naturalistic cottage style garden here at Catherine's Garden and Home, and it looks wild, but it is beautiful, and it's highly cottagey, and it has a lot of wonderful things going on. The pollinators love it, and it's the end of the season, so you know, I'm kind of like, let the plants do their thing, let them enjoy their life. They won't be around for long, and you know, enjoy what it is. So I hope you are enjoying this little tour of my garden, and that if you have not subscribed to Catherine's Garden and Home, that you will consider it. And yes, my style of garden is different from others. That's what makes me unique, and that's what makes it special, because it's my garden. And I love sharing it with you. Maybe you'll be inspired to do things with your garden and gain some tips and things that interest you. And know that gardening is not hard. You know why it's not hard? Because the garden will take on a life of its own, and it'll do its own thing. So all you have to do is be willing to try, and you will be rewarded with something. And just appreciate whatever it is that comes. Yeah, just appreciate it. Appreciate the flowers. Appreciate the colors. Look at this. One at a time sometimes. Look at that. So if you like this video, then like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below how things going on in your garden, and are you enjoying it the last days of August? I hope so. Well, thank you for watching and have a great day. Now available on Amazon, my new journal, the Intentional Gardening Journal 2024, my joy-filled vision. Go on and check it out on Amazon. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.